Hi there, I'm Catherine. I'm here to talk about my new book, which is called Alcohol, Top 10 Cravings Busters. And I have written it because I was thinking about the quote about success, which says that it's 5% inspiration and 95% perspiration. And I was thinking about that and thinking actually there's an element here that's been missing, which is that there's an element of information. Now, when you are thinking about giving up alcohol or dialing it down in your life, you need information, particularly to take that first step to go into what looks like the unknown. What is it going to be like not to drink? What is it going to be like to do less that revolves around alcohol? And one of the things that is a sort of boogeyman that scares people is the idea of cravings. Cravings, that wish, that fulfilled wish to drink. And I thought that it would make sense to put in one place some of the actual winning strategies that people use to either stop cravings coming or to switch them off quickly when they arrive. And so I decided to look at all of the winning strategies based on discussions that happen on ISTAs, which is an alcohol-free website you may know called soberistas.com, and discussions on other websites. So another good one is called hellosundaymorning.org. And there are lots of others, and to look at other resources and come up in one place with almost like a manual or a set of weapons that you can use to fight cravings. So that's what the book is all about. The cravings busters are split into two camps. So you've got some that are particularly good in the early days, the first couple of months when you're not drinking, and then you have some when you're more when your trainer wheels are off and you're riding your sober bike. So in terms of the cravings busters in the early days, a lot of those are about situations, so about getting yourself out of a situation, particularly things like distraction works well. So I'll give you a good example, and this is one that worked for me, and bizarrely works whenever I have want to alter my state quickly, and that is to change my shoes. Now that sounds a very simplistic thing to do, but often these techniques are not complicated, but they're about shifting your state, shifting how you feel, moving you on from where you are. I describe a craving as being like a big rain cloud that sits above your head and just rains on you, and you need to blow that cloud away. You need to move away from that cloud, and that's what shifting your state's about, and that's what a craving buster is about. So in the early days, the cravings busters are often about things like distraction, getting out into the open air is another really good one, and doing something you really enjoy. So having a box set or a book that you really enjoy, having a guided meditation ready on your iPod that you can use to relax. Just finding things that really make you feel more positive about things, but do not involve picking up a drink. As you get more settled in your sobriety or settled in your new lifestyle where alcohol is not right at the centre, then you can look at other ways to manage cravings. And I will say that they get less and less, and within probably a year you don't feel any at all, or very few, because you've got a new life which is just a much better life. But say in the sort of 3 months to 9 months time, when you're still having wishes, thoughts about drink and wishing to drink, then there are the next set of cravings busters that you can use, and they are more about looking at the triggers, understanding yourself better. You're in a better state really to think about why you want a drink and what more positive coping strategies are available to you. And those are going to be things like meditation. They're going to be about understanding your triggers. The classic combination that's talked about in terms of causing you to respond or have a craving is called HALT, which you've probably heard about, which is hungry, angry, lonely or tired. Now, when you feel any of those, you feel more in need of some sort of pick-me-up, and often that can mean alcohol, or if you're other form of pick-me-ups that aren't healthy, like drugs, for example. So in terms of your dealing with those cravings, then finding ways to avoid those states, and making sure you eat regularly, making sure that you relax, making sure that you have connection and company, and making sure that you get enough sleep. Really, really important. So the book has 10 strategies in all. My aim in the book is to give you 10 strategies that are each effective, each have a proven track record, and that you can use them interchangeably in the book, I tell the story about the US TV show House. I don't know whether you've seen it, but it's all about a brilliant doctor who has had some sort of leg injury, and he's addicted to painkillers, and he comes off the painkillers, and he then becomes obsessional about a series of hobbies. And he goes to see his therapist and says to the therapist, like, I don't know what to do, I'm panicking because I can't find anything which feels as good as the tranquilizers. And he says, I'm worried I will never find anything as good as the tranquilizers. And his therapist says to him, well, when you've tried absolutely everything and nothing is as good as tranquilizers, then we can worry about that. And I think that's a fantastic approach, which is use all the weapons you have, use all 10 of the strategies. If one doesn't work, try another and another and another. This is about finding what works for you, and different things will work on different days. But having at your fingertips the various different options means that you're much less likely to be backed into a corner, and you'll feel empowered and able to move on. So that's what the book's about. I'm really hoping that you like it. It's free to you on Sunday and Monday, that's 3rd and 4th of April. So you can download it from Amazon, and there's next to this, either in the notes for this video or on the ISTA's website, you will find the link for it. So download it. After Monday, it's still only 99p. And I put it at that price because I want lots of people to have a look at it, and I'd really like to have feedback on it. It's really important, if you do read it, if you can give me some feedback, I'd be massively grateful. So a review on Amazon, an honest review, would be great. I've been not blown away by some of the reviews I've had on my other books. I try really hard to make the books informative and interesting and a bit humorous, not po-faced. So I hope that you enjoy it, and really do give me a review if you feel able to. I also love to hear from you. So if you want to email me, you can, and I'm on hello@3THREEPs, as in the green things, PEAS, publishing.com. So if you email me with comments or suggestions of what you'd like me to write about, then I'd be delighted to hear from you. I write alone, so it's nice to hear from people who give me feedback on what I've written. You're watching this video on YouTube, and I have a YouTube channel which is all about fitness and nutrition, and having the life that you really can have if you aim for it. So subscribe to this channel. I've got some new books coming out in a few weeks, which are particularly about eating clean and eating lean, and I've co-written those with a nutritionist, so they're worth tuning in for my channel for, because I'll be talking about those. And finally, I do also have another free book you can get. If you go onto my website, which is 3pspublishing.com, there's a book on alcohol-free books, so alcohol-free drinks. So the aim of that is to give you options when you're not drinking. So when you're going out, which hopefully you will do, you're not going to spend your life under a duvet. When you go out, there are other things that you can drink. So it talks about celebration drinks, so things for special occasions that have got a sparkle. And then there's comfort drinks, like things like hot toddies and milkshakes. There are teas, and there are juices. It's I think a really good book. I like all the recipes, and I really hope you enjoy it. You can download that free on 3pspublishing.com, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.